Aloha and welcome everyone. My name is Micah Kao with the Island of Hawaii Visitors Bureau and I'll be serving as your MC today. It's great to be here in Hilo for the special occasion under clear, blue, fog-free skies. First, I'd like to call up Ross Birch, Executive Director of the Island of Hawaii Visitors Bureau. Thank you.
Aloha! Thank you all for joining us today. On behalf of our team at the Island of Hawaii Visitors Bureau and the County of Hawaii, we're excited to launch a new initiative today called the Pono Pledge. A partnership between Island of Hawaii and Hawaii County, the Island of Hawaii Visitors Bureau and Hawaii County. The Pono Pledge is a new public information campaign aimed at educating and encouraging residents and visitors to be safe, responsible, and respectful while on the island of Hawaii. IHVB and the County of Hawaii are looking to make an immediate impact with the launch of the Pono Pledge by educating residents and visitors on the important topics such as enjoying the island safely, respecting wildlife, observing no trespassing signs, properly preparing for weather and ocean conditions, and being mindful about protecting the island's fragile environment. The island of Hawaii is one of the most geographically diverse and awe-inspiring places on the planet. And it is our kuleana as an island community to encourage Pono practices so that it remains that way for future generations. By committing to this pledge, visitors and residents are acknowledging their responsibility to have respect for place no matter where they are. The pledge is available now on the website, ponopledge.com, where the public can read and sign the pledge. The website also includes a wealth of resources, including information on safety, ocean conditions, and endangered species, and the laws protecting them. There's also a list of emergency numbers available, which many of us have had to use recently. Once people sign the pledge, there's a feature for them to share the pledge on their own social channels. They are encouraged to share the pledge via word of mouth as well. We are making an impact now with the pledge's launch and will continue to generate awareness throughout the remainder of 2018 and beyond. The goal is to have 10,000 visitors and residents commit and to sign the pledge over the course of the first year. To help motivate people to take the pledge, we're creating a variety of logo items to commemorate their commitment, as you can see over here. Some of these items can also be shared with the industry partners while supplies last for their support in getting their employees and guests to do the same by signing up. Now we'll pass it back to Micah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ross. I'd like to now welcome Will Okabe, Managing Director of Hawaii County.
Thank you. Thank you. Aloha and good morning. On behalf of the County of Hawaii, we are so excited to launch this Pono program and with the partnership with Hawaii Island Visitors Bureau. So to mark this occasion, Mayor Harry Kim has prepared a special message. I'm going to ask Frisa Savalos, who is from the Resource and Development Program, who is very instrumental in this program, to read his message.
On behalf of the people of County of Hawaii, I want to congratulate the Island of Hawaii Visitors Bureau on the launch of its Pono Pledge public information campaign. The County of Hawaii is happy to partner with the Island of Hawaii Visitors Bureau in this initiative, which is aimed at encouraging residents and visitors to be safe, responsible, and respectful. The Pono Pledge fosters Pono ambassadors through securing 10,000 signatures within 1 year of the project's launch. The Pono Pledge is a way of establishing the Island of Hawaii as a leader in responsible tourism efforts. Thank you very much for everything that you do. Keep up the good work of making this a nice place to live, work, play, and to visit. Aloha, Mayor Harry Kim.
Thank you, Frisha. As you all know, the Pono Pledge was funded by the Hawaii County Research and Development Program and headed by Diane Lay, the director, and also Ron Whitmore. And of course, with Frisia's Zavalo's help, we were able to make sure that this program continues. We're very grateful for the excellent work by Ross and his team from the Hawaii Visitors Bureau to develop and implement such a positive program for these initiatives. The county's tourism program supports cooperative marketing. Also, community festivals, spring events, visitor arrivals and departure experiences, as well as new product development. Overall, the goal of the program is to support a vibrant and positive visitor industry on our island, and thus a high quality of life for our residents. With the Pono Pledge, not only are we educating our residents on how better to care for our island and communities, but also our visitors. We may not know what it means to be Pono. Together, we can commit to making this island place for everyone to enjoy the safe, responsible, and respectful manner. And that's exactly what Pono is. It is my hope that everyone here today will join me in committing the Pono Pledge to encourage others to do so as well. We're looking forward to seeing this program get started, thrive, and really make a difference across our island communities. And I'd just like to add that hopefully this can send a very strong message to the rest of the state that this particular program can set a model for the state as well, as we're looking very much to the success of this program, and where the county is very committed into making this program succeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Will. At this time, we want to invite back Ross Birch to read the Pono Pledge to you folks. Ross?
Thanks, Micah. I should know it as I've already taken it, and I'm one of the few that are already signed up on the website. The Island of Hawaii Pono Pledge. I pledge to be Pono on the island of Hawaii. I will mindfully seek wonder, but not wander where I do not belong. I will not defy death for breathtaking photos, trespass, or venture beyond safety. I will malama, land and sea, and admire wildlife only from afar. Molten lava will mesmerize me, but I will not disrupt its flow. I will not take what is not mine, leaving lava rocks and sand as originally found. I will heed ocean conditions, never turning my back to the Pacific. When rain falls Maka, I remain high above ground, out of the rivers and streams. I will embrace the island's aloha spirit as it embraces me. That's the Pono Pledge.
Thank you, Ross. This concludes the speaking portion of our press conference. Ross and Will now take any questions.
I'm hoping that, as we talk about product development, I think we talk about that. How is the Big Island Visitors Bureau working with different either associations or even companies about this Pono Pledge and what your mission is, and how does it help them to do product development that will malama and
Now that the Pono Pledge has been launched, it can be shared with many of these different entities. As we've spoken specifically about certain areas on the island that we're seeing different levels, especially with the park closure. The park closure is definitely the #1 visited attraction in the entire island, if not the state. And with that closure, pushed visitors to other locations on the island, kind of pushing the limits of what their capacities are. So having conversations with those different entities is to take this Pono Pledge now and to work it into product development and finding different areas that we can spread the wealth of the visitor between a lot of different products that are out there. Art. I'm assuming they will after we've got it started here. So we're the first, but there will be, I'm guaranteeing a statewide program that will follow up on this and expound it more greatly than we've done just specifically as an island.
Hello. So I'm at the Pono Art Center, and it's nice to see this because this concept is parallel with what we're doing. And I can see that we can be able to implement this very simply, slide it right into our workshops and our presentations. So, great.
I think we'd love to have a kiosk available where someone could do this even on an electronic device right at your facility.
Will mentioned that is there going to be a need to continue to finance and move that fund and guarantee some
Fortunately, the majority of the funding we had for this Pono Pledge launch and moving forward has been actually subsidized from the previous fiscal year. We were able to hold it over. We had initially wanted to launch this at the beginning of June. And the timing of that was just not appropriate and just didn't quite work with being able to have the awareness. We would have got pushed down and be pushed aside because of the volcanic activity. So we tried to launch it in the end of the last fiscal year, pushing it into this fiscal year. Moving forward, we are looking at an RFP process that we put in with the county, and continuing this program or having finances to continue the program are part of that request.
I'm just interested to know what brought this about and now. Why now? 10, 15 years ago.
That's actually a great lead right into the answer itself. 10, 15 years ago, social media wasn't what it is today. And a great way, and I've been talking about this as well with my team, if you look at numbers, it's not about numbers, it's about the visitor themselves. 10 years ago, we had 1.66 million visitors on this island. Last year, we had 1.72. We had very few more visitors last year than we did 10 years ago. But it's a different visitor. It's a visitor that's constantly on social media. It's a visitor that wants to get that selfie shot, that saw the guy who was here last month and wants to go to the same spot that he was at. So that's kind of why we're really pushing for this, is to still have that market and really draw that market, but draw it in the right way. George. There's been a lot of input on this program specifically, but it's not just our creation. It's the island of Hawaii taking something that has been out there already in different forms. Iceland has done a very similar program. Their numbers are completely off the charts compared to the ratio of visitors versus residents in Iceland. So they've done something similar to this. Palau has done something similar to this as well. So we're kind of taking their idea and just changing it to a Hawaiian version of it.
Is there a component of this that will help local folks be a little bit more kinder towards tourism or tourists by chance?
We hope that's a byproduct of the process, and helping actually in that process for us is by being aware of the Pono Pledge as a resident, make sure that the visitors that they come in contact with are able to enjoy it as well, or to understand it.
I just have to piggyback on what you said, because what you're doing is you're perpetuating the culture and protecting the island for our future generations. So I think the local people will start to embrace this because it will protect us for our next generation, and for years to come. And that's what we've been crying about, or, not simply crying at, because our heart was sore to see what was happening to our ocean and to our land. And with this Pono Pledge, you're seeing that tourism and being great, if they start to embrace the public way.
It's definitely the focus is to make sure that we have all these iconic places we have on the island that we've enjoyed for years as residents, and now that are becoming part of what the visitor experience is, but they need to understand what that experience should be and how to experience it properly and what levels we can accommodate at those locations. So it's all encompassing, and it's for future residents. It's also for the future of tourism as well. So if we don't do it right now, we're not going to have tourism down the line to the level we have. The extension of this is limitless, and it kind of goes into that public awareness, and if the airlines choose to hop on board with it, we'll definitely assist in the process of making sure that they have all the assets necessary to go through that. I think it would be great if we had something on a public service announcement on the flight as they come in. That'll be one of our goals down the line, definitely. Sorry, Will, for answering all the questions.
I'd just like to add, the county along with the council, recognizes how important tourism is. And we have state representative here, Richard Onishi as well, being on the committee, understands how the economic, generator in regards to tourism. But as you mentioned, Ross, the tourism that is coming now is a different generation of tourists. They're not the ones that stay at the hotel and just lounge around in the pool. They're the ones that want to go out and start to hike and get that experience of the land and being able to go around to really see and feel the island. So I think this Pono pledge definitely has a very big impact in preserving expressing the culture of Hawaii, and it's giving the opportunity to be able to be flexible, to change with the times. And I think Ross has definitely tried to implement those kind of goals so that we can be a step ahead from all the other destinations around the world. I think if we can start to do that, we're going to see major impacts on our community, the lifestyle that we're living in, and to generate a lot of interest in coming to the Big Island and the state of Hawaii.
Thanks, Will. Yes.
So aside from signing your name, what other kind of information are you asking that you provide?
Basically just email address, and I believe it's a zip code as well, so we know where they're coming from. So.